This is a very common question for new students who come into the $7 program. And so I thought it was worth doing an individual video on it because just because so many people have been asking over the last several weeks. And it's a really great question. So what I want to explain is the ecosystem has different phases and they're all based on volume of traffic. Okay, so let me explain that. So if you are someone who already has an audience or you're already running a funnel and the pixel data is still relevant, meaning it's not older than 180 days, because remember, pixel data that's older than 180 days isn't tracked, right? Facebook literally cleans the pixel data after 180 days, okay? And that's why my ecosystem is actually super important, because think about this. Like if you're running traffic to a funnel, and I get clients like this all the time who come to me and they're like, well, 5 years ago I ran traffic to a funnel. I'm like, oh my God, if you would have just kept ads on that are like my ecosystem, all of that pixel data would have kept building and building and building. And so one of the number one ways to lose money is to stop, start, stop, start. And so the way that my ecosystem is laid out, there are 3 phases to it, okay? There's phase 1, there's phase 2, and there's phase 3. If you are someone who is already running a funnel and all of your traffic is still collecting on that pixel data, we want to start with phase 3 because we're going to be able to get some quick wins because of the warm traffic that's just sitting there. Now, this is for people who are already running a funnel. Maybe you have a lead magnet funnel, an ebook funnel, a webinar, VSL, a slow funnel. It doesn't matter, right? But what matters is that we start plugging the holes of that funnel as fast as possible. And so that's why if you go to phase 3, there's a boot camp video that shows you actually how to get a quick win utilizing my Hot 7 strategy, okay? You have all of the resources here on how to create the content that is for the Hot 7. And so if you have a funnel that's already running, that's where you're going to start. You're going to start in phase 3, okay? Now, if you are someone who maybe has built up a lot of organic traffic, maybe you've been doing videos for a while, but you don't necessarily have a funnel because you've never launched an offer, you might want to start in phase 2, okay? But here's the thing. It doesn't matter where you start as long as you get the ecosystem up. Because in phase 1, I'm showing you guys how to get up the basic parts of the ecosystem, and all we're doing is shifting that content around a funnel. So phase 1 and phase 2 are the stepping stones leading up to building out and validating an entire funnel sequence, but the ecosystem is literally just the same. No matter which phase you're in, you're still gonna need power content, you're still gonna need conversion multipliers, you're still gonna need retargeting, right? And so what I wanna make absolutely clear is if you have a funnel that's already running and you already have warm traffic running to that funnel, start in phase 3 and then work your way back. Because here's the thing, if you already have traffic being sent to a funnel, I guarantee you the Hot 7 is going to get you a quick win. Most of my students who start with the Hot 7 and they've been running warm traffic for a long time, they really get a huge win. I always say a quick win, but a lot of times I get a huge win. Like I had a client who came in to lean on Laurel. I had him and his team put the Hot 7. It immediately dropped the cost of his call from over $300 to less than $15. It is, people who come to me and they're running a slow funnel and they put the Hot 7 in, it cuts their cost per purchase from $60, $70 all the way down to like $16, $17 per purchase. And so there's some quick wins there. But if you are brand new and you have zero traffic, you need to start with the basic ecosystem because this is going to get some warm traffic going. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions is that there are no retargeting ads in phase 1, but there is. A lot of you guys are missing it, and this is why it's super, super important that you guys go through the training in the appropriate place. And so if you don't have any traffic at all, you're going to start with phase 1. If you have traffic but you don't have a funnel, you're going to start in phase 2. If you have a funnel and you have a whole bunch of traffic, you're going to start in phase 3. And again, this doesn't matter whether you have a slow funnel, an ebook funnel, a webinar funnel, you're going to start in phase 3 and you're going to work your way back to phase 1. and it's going to explain that right here where you're transitioning into phase 3. So hopefully that cleared it up. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next video.